Alright, welcome. Make sure Blackout mic is still working. Elgato sound is still working. We're doing good. We're doing good. Okay. Well, last night, shortly after my stream ended... Wow, my hat's really crooked. Let's fix that. We good? Think so. Last night after my stream ended, we got an announcement from PK Hex saying that the PK Hex software has been updated and made available for some save editing, which means that I am now able to trade out specific Pokemon. Not automatically, I do have to do it manually, so that's kind of a little bit of a bummer, but the capability is there to do it manually, so I'm pretty excited about that. Version exclusives can be traded, shinies can be traded, starters can be traded upon request and demand, so pretty easy to get that going now. Fallinks the Memer feels sick. I am sorry about that. Really bad cough, fever, and sometimes can't even talk. That does sound like you're pretty sick. Also, I don't know why my chat's not appearing on my stream itself. That's really weird. I showed up, but it doesn't look like your chats are. Oh, we still have Hunchback here. That's no good. Oh, now that's popping up. So we're just doing the delay game on this again. Yeah, I definitely hope you feel better as well, or get feeling better as the days go by. That's no fun to be sick. Alright. Magical Leaf it is. Also, Tavon, thanks for the like. Yeah, definitely like the stream. Help spread it around and help it to do better. Speaking of doing better, I just realized that I need to share said stream over on Discord. Let everybody there know that we're streaming. Send now. Perfect. About to send in Houndour. Why not? We'll switch Pokemon. See if we can get some all-rounders happening over here. Hopefully it's not a new version of COVID. Yeah. That definitely likes to switch out and change up every now and then. Let me check its symptoms. I mean, the thing about COVID that I found is, without getting too political or controversial up in here, is that COVID symptoms pretty much match every other common cold slash flu symptoms. So it's kind of hard to tell. Just like you'd never know you had it unless, you know, you were being told you had it. In my experience, having had COVID wasn't fun, but it wasn't super terrible. I seem to come out of it pretty okay. Oh, I forgot to switch Hunchback out. JJ Santos, no, I did not have the vaccine. I just had it. Actually, the beginning of this year, January, I got sent home from work because I got COVID. My wife got COVID, picked it up from work, and then so lovingly brought it home to me. Why am I using the Dynamax Adventures background? That is a great question, Rowlet, because I was too lazy to swap out the backgrounds. It's more that I forgot to change out the backgrounds than anything. Like, I made a new screen for it just to separate it. I just haven't edited the screens from within it. I probably should, but that's a task for future me, not present me. Stream's already begun. We'll deal with it later. I think there's a Squovit over here I need to catch. What's my favorite new Pokemon so far? Well, I really like Ceruledge. I think Paldean, Wooper, and Clodsire are really freaking sweet. And I like Annihilate. I think that's really cool. And I really like Fido. You have come to watch your pain and amusement? Nice. Hello, Chaotic Shady. Welcome. Well, let's actually swap these around. No matter how much it stuffs its belly with food, it is always anxious about getting hungry again, so it stashes berries in its cheek and tail. Poor little guy just starved one too many times. And they would be very English about it and name it the cheeky Pokemon. Pun very much intended, I'm sure. Okay, change position with Sprigs. Okay, I need to focus on getting to the school so that I can move on with my journey and have more complete freedom. There's a few Pokemon I want to get before really setting off on this adventure. But yeah, I was telling Tavon and Phalanx earlier that since we have PK Hex capabilities, I can start trading out some Pokemon. Poor little guy sounds like me at 4 in the morning. Ooh, sorry to hear that. Hopefully it does get better. Who sounds like you at 4 in the morning, Chaotic Shady? What's it like being a father? The best I can say is overwhelming responsibility taken one day at a time. The fact that you are responsible for another human's entire existence is pretty crazy to me. Like, they are completely and utterly dependent on you. So it's pretty interesting. Definitely can't afford to make mistakes as I could in the past. That's the biggest thing for me, is knowing that if I lose a job, it's not just me that has to figure stuff out. Like, I have other things that I have to worry about aside from myself. When it all comes down to it. That's the biggest pressure for me. Before, it's like, okay, I lose my job, I go figure something else out, and all's well and good. Now it's, I lose my job, I have to worry about food, and housing, and healthcare, because kiddos get sick really easily, and you'll be shocked at how many times and how much young things tend to try to unalive themselves. So that's been the biggest adjustment for me, I think. And lovely healthcare. Yes, you're right, JJ Santos. Squovit is a whole mood. I mean, I just think it's funny that they call it the cheeky Pokemon. Given that it stuffs things in its cheeks, like, that's the reason why it's the cheeky Pokemon, but the meaning of the word cheeky, and is a very common English word, it just makes it super ironic and very punny that they would do that. SpongeBob SquarePants has its own YouTube channel. Like, please tell me that this is a joke. He now has his own YouTube channel. He does music videos. You've been aggressively searching for Metatite for the past 3 days. I bet you I can find a Metatite by the time this stream ends. Oh, okay, so it's not that you can't find them. It's that you're trying to find a multitude of them. JJ Santos is just like, Metatite is everywhere, though. Yeah. Because, JJ, I had the same idea there. It's like, they're everywhere from what I understand. Like, it'd be super easy to go find one. And then I thought about it for a second more. I'm like, clearly, they are farming for something else other than just finding one. Yep. Yeah, that's exactly where I was going to go to as well. Cave by the fighting gym. Okay, I think we're good there. We're going to go to the Pokemon Center and heal our weary Pokemon. Because I'm pretty sure that gate is a battle with Nimona. At this pace, why wouldn't it be? You found a single Medicham, and that's all? That's kind of sad. He has bars for days. We'll see. I personally didn't like SpongeBob that much when it was on TV. Gonna be brutally and sadly honest. Not the biggest SpongeBob fan. For those that are wondering, you can find a stake right about here. It's right up there. It is a little sad to me that we do have to go through a, we have to make it to the school before we can really experience the open world-ness aspect of this game. But I still think they did a tremendous job at making it feel like an open world. Where did I find the Toxel? You need one. So, Chaotic, that Toxel was like up on that mountain you see behind me. I managed to glitch my way over there quite by accident last stream. Gotta get stronger. Let's see. The level cap changes from level 50 for the 7th gym to level 100 for the 8th gym. Kind of annoyed you? I can see that. For me, it's how ridiculously annoying he is as a character. I think it just hit below my age range. My wife absolutely loves SpongeBob. She's 4 years younger than me, but I don't know. There was just other stuff that I would have rather watched than SpongeBob, and it's a theme song says it all, nautical nonsense. And I prefer anime. I'm gonna be honest. I prefer anime. I like having some sort of overarching story across all of the episodes. Gives me more of incentive to watch it, to see some character growth and development throughout a series, instead of just random episodes of this, that, and the other. Yeah, it bothers me having that. You prefer nautical seriousness? Nice. My wife is 24, almost 24. Oh, wait, what? Did I see that right? Get out of my way. I don't care about the flying taxi. I am more wondering why there is a Bonsly out here. Hey, right there in front of me. How about that? Oh, YouTube chat is definitely slower than Twitch right now. It's taken forever for it to pop up on my screen. It's actually quite annoying. What is my opinion on Terra Shards? My opinion is I wish that they were easier to find than they are. I like the idea that they kind of form ability patches for Terras that you could change your type to. I'm not familiar enough with them to know whether or not if you change it, if it's genetic at that point and passes down to offspring. So in order for me to make an opinion on those for sure, I would want to know that information. Yeah, YouTube chat's been horrendous recently. You cannot breed Terra types. Good to know, Nail. So yeah, Terra Shards are largely useful at that point. Since to get your desired Terra type, you would probably need that. I heard it's not offspring. Yeah, speaking of Terra Shards, you can get them from 2 teacher quests and the creator. Yeah, makes sense. You're turning 25 in January? That's awesome. Oh, hey, there's my little poison guy. We'll swap him out. Shroodle. You want your Gulgo to be Terra Psychic. That's not bad. I actually just figured out how you evolve him. I mean, obviously you get 999 coins, but you also have to like level him up once you get those. So, interesting. They made it so easy for everything else, but shard farming is oof. Yep. Pick up the small animal and put it in your backpack. I am definitely going to do that. This is a new Pokemon, so to keep enemies away from its territory, it paints marking around its nest in a poisonous liquid that has an acrid odor. What are we nicknaming this poor little Shroodle? I'm gonna go for Momo unless somebody has another thing. So how does a mouse become a graphite eye? Unless I missed something, Shroodle is not a mouse. Toxic mouse Pokemon. So Shroodle to me kind of is like a shrew, kind of like Sandshrew, which has been used as a mouse before anyways. But yeah, it's a better question of how a shrew evolves into a monkey. Ducky Momo from Phineas and Ferb? No, this is like Momo from Avatar: The Last Airbender. The better question is, where is Bounceweight? It's about gotta be chilling in a tree, right? Just spend hours looking at trees to see if I could find one of these stupid things. I'm kind of, sort of, but not really doing a playthrough where I try to catch all the Pokemon in an area before progressing. Especially if they're going to be super annoying to get later. Shrey. Genshin Impact vibe. I don't know. I mean, I know what Genshin Impact is, but I don't know about any vibes with it. I'm pretty sure this rock just rippled like water. This game is very comparable to Breath of the Wild. In JJ Santos, to battle Pokemon in a tree, you have to like L target them. And I'm pretty sure Bounsweet is a tree Pokemon. What if you named her after an artist from one of my favorite animes? Oh, hey, there's Bounsweet. Now I'm trying to think of why I can't remember an artist named Momo. Chaotic Shady over there making my brain hurt. Favorite animes, artist, Momo. One time you tried to do a get banned from Minecraft server speedrun and you joined a random server, told everyone, and everyone was like, okay, interesting. Oh, you meant take a name from an artist? No. Okay, that makes more sense. It's like I could start naming my Pokemon My Hero Academia characters, I guess. I mean, Momo is in My Hero, so maybe that's what. Maybe that's why I was trying to think of favorite animes and Momo. Right? Momo's the one that, like, makes different things that comes out of her body. A ingredient drawn in by the sweet scent of these Pokemon will tuck the Bounsweets in among the berries in its tail and carry them all away. You usually get bored with anime? That's unfortunate. I found a lot of good anime over the years. Okay, there's one more Pokemon in this area. Pichu, Happiny. I feel like there was even one more still that I was going for. Shroodle definitely happened. Sunkern. Subomo is now following on Twitch. Thank you, thank you. Joined your Discord, sir. Thanks for joining. I'm sure I have a pending Discord message from you that I will attend to as soon as the stream is done. Just two Sunkern hanging out. Where's that Pichu? Oh, and Chaotic Shady. Since I'm already over in this corner and haven't made it to the school yet, I'll show you how I got up to this area super early on to get that Toxel, because it was quite by accident. A lot of scatterbugs up in here. I believe I did catch a Magikarp. Yeah. Oh, we have that death machine. What do I got? Check summary. Okay, so I should be able to control this thing to get that Fletchender, unless it ran away. Did it run away? It ran away. So, here I was. Pokeseth is now following on Twitch. Thank you. So, here's that Toxel over there. I could see it, so I threw my Pokeball at it, and it initiated a battle. And then I teleport over to the other side. And then I run from it, because that's a beefy Toxel boy. And now I'm on the other side. Area 4, South Province. Like, I just broke the game a little bit. Yeah, that is Beetle. I should change it to Pokemon, because I definitely do a lot more Pokemon stuff now, but I'm still a Zelda fanboy. And one day I will be returning to Zelda when Breath of the Wild comes out this May. March? May. I love Beetle too. My favorite anticlimactic character. Staravia going down. If the release date doesn't change, exactly. I mean, I don't expect it to. Given that they were bold enough to actually make a date for it, I think that we can trust that it's going to have one. But, honestly, if Zelda gets pushed back, I won't complain. Tavon's a Pokemon fanboy forever. I mean, I'm a Pokemon fanboy too, don't get me wrong. Definitely love Pokemon. But Zelda is where my heart's at. I love how flushed out Zelda's lore can be, yet completely open to differing stuff. I do know what all of the new Pokemon are. That has been spoiled for me. The further back it's pushed, the more you expect of it. That is a very reasonable approach to that, honestly. Coming November 27th. Ooh. This thing is probably going to kill me, but we're going to go for it anyways. Okay, it's paralyzed. You don't expect perfection, but at least no game-breaking glitches. I can get behind that. Oh wow, that Salazzle is fast. It was paralyzed and still outsped. Go, Toxiclawed! Your attack is going to be pathetic, so I'm going to just try for a Pokeball and hope it works out. Oh, I can get poisoned by poison moves in this game. Interesting. I won't take Beetle away. I kind of like having Beetle around. Beetle's pretty great. Sabomo, I'm guessing that your Discord is Jet's Arm. You think there's a problem with the code and Great Balls have a higher catch than Ultra Balls? You know what? That would make sense. Pokemon has had coding problems like that in the past, so I could completely see that. Oh, that was so close. Ha ha ha! Oh, goodness. Come on, copy. Apparently I'm forgetting to send people messages that I applied the rules on Discord. And that paralysis is really coming in clutch. Was Shroodle blue? I don't know. It's not shiny if that's what you're asking. Oh my gosh, this Salazzle though. I think we're just gonna go for it. This may kill us, but we'll go for it. Because really what I need to be doing is actually making my way to the town. There's some dust on your Switch today. That's unfortunate. My favorite and least favorite Paradox Pokemon? I think overall, I don't like the Paradox Pokemon for this game. For Scarlet specifically, I would say my favorite Paradox Pokemon is Iron Valiant. My least favorite is Doniphan, the Iron Treads. Gonna be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the Paradox forms in general. Like, I think my favorite for Scarlet would have to be, oh shoot, what's it called? Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon and Iron Valiant are pretty great. I did enjoy the Iron Bundle. I thought that was pretty cool, but I don't know. I just didn't like how Pokemon just became Iron versions of themselves. Yep, Screamtail is pretty funny. I mean, I don't have strong disliking opinions of the Paradox Mons. I just don't think that they're super great. I think I've battled every trainer in this area, so let's talk to this guy. Lee Grip. Ooh. There's a lovely prize with my name on it. I defeated 8 trainers. Got Thunderwave. Really disappointed by Iron Thorns. Makes sense. The Magnemite thing is just dumb. CB Genius appears. I don't think it's that straightforward of a comparison. I think in some ways PLA has more story to it, but yet it's more forced story. I like the idea that you can just go and do whatever you want in this game better. So in my mind, I think Scarlet and Violet is better, but at the same time, we have to recognize that I'm pretty sure it's apples and oranges. To be fair, it got a top knot. You managed to find a shiny Iron Thorns already? Wow. Not bad. Nemona is definitely a battle addict. Nemona seems like another hop. CB Genius, you take that back right now. No, I actually like Nemona. I think it fits her character well. She does pick the weaker Pokemon, but I do like the interactions that I've had so far. She's not like super, oh my gosh, we gotta... She's not so focused on the outside world. She's just like, I am a battle-crazed fanatic, I just want to battle. And that's her character, and it does the game well instead of just... It's not Hop. It's not that terrible. I can handle Nemona doing Nemona things. Sandwich hunting is overpowered. You found it 8 minutes after you ate a special sandwich. Nice. Ever doing giveaways for Sword and Shield again? Maybe. I don't particularly see the need as much to do giveaways for that game. I mean, it's far from dead, but still kind of dead. Yeah, I think occasionally Sword and Shield will be having giveaways, but most of my bot capabilities will be positioned towards Scarlet and Violet when that game gets full capabilities. I was telling some people earlier on the stream that I do have the ability to trade out Pokemon made using PK Hex. I just have to do it manually, so I'm not going to be doing it that much until PK Hex and the Sysbot software are developed fully. But I've been thinking about doing a stream where I give away shiny starters, 6 IV starters, and Char Cadets holding version exclusive Evo items, things like that. I haven't really thought about doing it with the Paradox forms just yet, but that will be one of the first giveaways I do with the bots, is giving away all Paradox forms when I get that capability. But yeah, focus is definitely going to be on providing free bots to everybody first. To help pay for copies, I might trade out the Pokemon early before the bots are made in exchange for like super chats and super thanks and things like that. We'll see. I'm not exactly sure how well a giveaway, well, not a giveaway because you're doing super chats and stuff, a stream like that would do. It's always worth a test, I suppose. Tasty food, sure. We'll go for tasty food for 100. Hop is always enthusiastic about everything. Nimona is only passionate about battling. Excellently said, JJ Santos. I think that's a pretty accurate description. And like, not everything is that super hands throwy down, leaning forward, like in extreme anticipation that Hop does in his stupid throw my hands back and be stunned face. Like, I hate it. Nimona doesn't really do that. Ooh. Hey! Cell phone! Rotometry. Kanto, yes, I have had a journey in Kanto. Pika VKs. Yes. Yes, Galar. We've had a journey in Galar. How much do you think you would have to beg Apple for an Ohio flag emoji? To the moon and back, because like I'm pretty sure Apple doesn't give a crap what their consumers actually want. Then I feel like Nimona actually poses some semblance of a challenge. Like, had I not cheated and went and caught a level 20 Pokemon right off the bat, I'm pretty sure that fight would have been a lot more difficult to manage. Okay, well, looks like I got some phone stuff shenanigans to choose from. Spring uniform. Oh, uniforms. Summer? Are we gonna... What's the difference? Oh, gross. So that's summer. Here we have autumn. Oh, that's even tackier. Winter. Okay, winter. Yeah, like that. Okay, let's guess put on my crew socks, I suppose. Performance sneakers. School gloves, why not? Backpack. Canvas beige, yeah, why not? Hat, sporty white cap, school helmet. Oh. Oh, that's like a horse jockey helmet. Yeah, let's... Sport cap. Horn rim glasses. Yep, let's do that. Default, art case, ball guy case, Poketch case, Pika V case. Oh, that thing kind of looks hideous, not gonna lie. Arc phone it is. Yes, we'll go with that outfit. I just don't like Nimona that much. From what I've seen so far, her character seems to be just, hey, let's battle upon every interaction. But that could change later in the story. Maybe. Let's see. One question is, why is it that when some trainers tear their Pokemon, the wins happens with Arven, Clavel, Nimona, and I think Penny? No idea. How did you get the Arc Phone? I went on an adventure in Sinnoh or Hisui. Basically, you have a save file of each of the Pokemon games. You'll get an Arc Phone, or you'll get a phone case for that game. This one was for having PLA. Arven has the Flabebe case from the Messagoza branch of Delibird Presents. The Flabebe case from the Messagoza branch of Delibird Presents. You can buy cases in this game? Okay, back is officially popped. We're ready to roll. Oh, their ties have little stars on them. How nice. Hopefully we can buy additional clothes, because as cool as this outfit is, I would prefer to have something else. Yeah, of course there's bonuses for having all of the games. There has to be. Oh, and as soon as I get out into the wild, if you guys want to join some Terror Raid battles, like, that would be great. I think we're going to go for some EVs. You can't customize your clothing, only accessories. Well, that's pretty lame. Also, I have no idea why I haven't switched out Toxel yet. Like, this dude's one level away from not obeying me. Ah. Yeah, the NPC gives you the Arc Phone. It's the lady in front of the pole on the staircase up to school. Stang says, I bet DLC will be summer break and you'll be able to change shirts and pants then. You know what? That actually checks out. I would believe that, actually. I would fully expect to see at least 2, maybe 3 DLC waves for this game. I think there would definitely be opening up the area to have Kalos, not as a region accessible, but the in-between Kalos and this area, I would expect that to be a DLC fully. I would expect some DLC to the south or west of this map. And definitely I would expect some DLC to go into the Great Crater as well. I think that we're not done seeing alternate forms of Pokemon. The past and future forms, I think we'll see more of those. Let's see. If we swap to casual clothes, does that mean Arven does too? I don't know, maybe. There's space for t-shirts in the store zone. Yeah, agreed. Summer break and maybe a time travel zone. And that one area at the top right is around summer break. Yeah, I think it checks out really well. You read your mind? I reckon time travel DLC will give us more forms? Yeah. So, a lot of this game has been spoiled for me. I do have a pretty good inkling as to how this game goes, and from what I understand, there's a pretty big plot hole in the whole deal. I won't talk about it much because some of the people in the chat have indicated that they haven't finished the game yet. CB Genius is among those. But I think that there's a huge plot hole that's never quite addressed. And it really bothers me about this game. Yeah, I like the winter outfit. I think that's the one I'm wearing right now, and it's definitely the best out of the four. Take off the awful vest, you beautiful man. Yeah. Yeah, Arvin could ditch the fall uniform for sure. That lady in the background was just vibing with her kick pumps. Oh, hey, she like takes into consideration that we didn't terrestrialize our Pokemon. Nice. This game's pretty intuitive about your choices. You use the autumn uniform because it doesn't make you look like a nerd or a 5-year-old? Fair enough. I mean, maybe that's why I like the winter one. It does kind of make you look like a nerd, and I'm here for it. Then there's Penny over here, just not wearing a uniform. There's probably kids here. I would say there's a decent amount of kids here. It is a cool looking jacket, very classy. It's almost like a suit jacket turned leather. Let's see. The winter jacket looks a lot more formal than it has any right to be. It is pretty formal. We dressed it down with some sneakers, though. I think that's cool. Sneakers and a ball cap. I didn't spend too much time editing my character's facial features. Like, you can do it a lot more than in any other previous game, for sure. But I couldn't get behind spending a lot of time doing it because there wasn't as many options as you would have liked, or as I would have liked. It definitely wasn't like Skyrim level character creation and customization, for sure. Yeah, kind of. It definitely has some star patterns on it. I'm kind of thinking of it more as a varsity jacket. It's so classy a jacket, though. Hey, I'll take dorky looking. Yeah, the Letterman jackets from high school that you get patches for, that's exactly what a varsity jacket is. I'm just saying, I feel like that this one kind of would be the equivalent of this school's varsity jacket. But I never did the whole varsity jacket thing anyways. I was a nerd in high school. I wasn't going to have the most patches to put on it anyways, so I'm just like, we're good. When Jacques is more of a Pokemon professor than Professor Sada and Toro. I want to complete the Pokedex just to piss Nimona off. Oh my gosh, those characters in the background are so janky. They're moving at like 15 frames per second. Okay, we get to explore a little bit. Ooh. Cafeteria? Food? Munch, munch, munch. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Why is this person triple swallowing? Hey, that looks familiar. Arvin? The most attractive blonde. No tree professors, worst in the game series? Huh. Worst game in the series? I don't know. And the character with the saddest storyline in the Pokemon series? Yeah. I do believe Arvin to be the saddest character in any Pokemon game. Which is kind of edgy for Pokemon, if you think about it. So, for those who are curious as to my earlier comments about the plot holes, that book was it. That book was the plot hole. Let's see. Do I know the best moveset for Berserker in the raids? I don't. I haven't followed any strategies or anything. I saw somebody put out a video about one-shotting 6-star raids, but I haven't really looked at it. Let's see, take a close look at the phone case. Flabebe phone case. I told y'all. Yeah, Staying, it makes sense in Scarlet. That's absolutely true. It doesn't make sense in Violet. Like, there's just no way for the plot hole to make sense for Violet. But from Scarlet's standpoint, it absolutely totally makes sense. Tavon says, PS3 had trouble playing some games at 1080p. GPU is weaker. Yeah, it makes sense. What with 4 Iron Hand Mons? Oh, Roto. Give the idea some serious thought. Bro made it sound like he confessed his love and wants an answer. Interesting. Iron Hand was around that one-shot stuff. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I haven't really followed anything to do with the raids as of yet. Alright, we're helping a mysterious phone person. Clavel. Next tonight, welcome. We love Cass. So far, the game's pretty great. I mean, sure, we love Cass, yeah. It's a mysterious phone person. Ah, we have Chairwoman Gita. Oh yeah, some games are definitely struggling in the frame rate for the Switch. But I think it's more animation and programming on Scarlet and Violet's part than the Switch actually struggling to render things. She's what every trainer wants to be, huh? Chairwoman Gita? You should reach the champion rank like Nimona? Sure, let's do it. I only just became a Pokemon trainer a few days ago. Let's go beat up some adults that have been doing this their whole life. Oh, dude, next night, you're good. I haven't streamed in a while, really. Have had my hands full the last week and a half. Let's go put a few people out of a job. Technically, yes. And I called that one. I'll have you guys know. When they first said Chairwoman Gita or introduced them, I said that's going to be the champion too. Just so you guys know. And then everybody was just like, oh no, it just said she's the chairwoman. There's no way she's going to be the champion. Called it. Like, nah, she's just like Chairman Rose. She's not going to be a champion. She's just going to be hosting the events. She has champion Cynthia vibes all over. I was so happy when I found out she was actually the champion. I was like, ha! I knew it. Calling Master Brasscoin to the director's office, please. Once again, Master Brasscoin to the director's office, please. Rayfurt. Wait, what? Taking the time out of your day to attempt to converse with me? You must be absolutely mad. Well, okay. Why am I mad? Can't wait until you unlock classes, specifically language 3. That sounds interesting. What happens in language 3? I know what happens in history. Oh yeah, all 10 minutes I've been at this academy. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I hate that they made such a big deal of the gym leaders and you can only rematch them once. Oh, that's kind of sad. Mr. Salvatore tells you how to say I love you in 4 different languages so you can tell your side lads and lasses each a different way. Ha ha ha. Bro knows you pull. Okay. Like, I know about the history unlocking lore, but that's because I did some videos specifically targeting that. You already knew all 4? Yeah, unironically, I found the locations for the shrines before I unlocked the classes. Because I didn't do any of the gym leaders. Like, I just know the information that those classes give you. Yeah, from what I understand, the classes are unlocked by progressing through all different stories. So doing some Team Star stuff, doing some gym leader stuff is going to unlock your classes as you progress. I didn't really have that option because I didn't do any of the gyms initially, so yeah, I kind of found the location of the shrines before that. When am I continuing the Jirachi hunt? Saturdays. Saturdays will be Jirachi hunts. I mean, obviously I missed last Saturday. That was unavoidable. But this Saturday I should be able to do some shiny hunts. I'm also minimizing my stream time as a whole until I can get a video done. I got a cool, fun video plan that I want to do. And just some things in streaming are going to be different from now on, and I want to be able to have this video out before, because I just think it's going to be cool. My moderators in the Discord server kind of know what this video might be and why streams might be changing a little bit. But it has everything to do with having a kid. So we have to do... I guess we have to have some pompadour, would be a better way of saying that whole thing. Wait, what? You called him out immediately and he got so offended? Let's see. If you don't, then make the teacher call out Arvin instead, too. Home ec teaches you about the shiny food cooking, and the homeroom teaches you about... Oh, sick! Nice! You can embarrass Arvin in class. That's awesome. So, in that regard, I would say home ec classes would have to be based on your exploration through the Titan quest line. Because have you not gone on any of the Titan quest lines, you wouldn't be able to know that Arvin's a terrible cook. What is the best difference from Sword and Shield? Next night, I am so glad you asked. The single most greatest difference between this game and Sword and Shield is that Hop is not present in this game at all. I love that. My favorite talking point about this game. Hop does not exist. But in all seriousness, it's being able to go anywhere, anytime I want. Within reason. No hop, let's go. The days quickly fly by after you start your new life at Yuva Academy. Then, at last, the day arrives for your true adventure to begin. Isn't Hop the kid in Sun and Moon? I love you, Stang. That's awesome. Yes, Hop is the kid in Sun and Moon. How is a reskinned Hop? Yes. Hop and How are the same character. One's Spanish and one's Hawaiian. One's just a little bit more olive-toned. Any chance to roast Hop, I'm going to take. Like, let's be real. They're the same, even down to their animations. Why don't you, Nimona? What were your changes? It's interesting that these students have their completely own room to dorm in, though, let's be honest. Okay, we've learned a lot in our stay here at this academy. We've been to one class. And now we're going out on an adventure, it looks like. You can get Wild Garchomp, what do you know? You sure can. Yeah, unless he was fixing to fight her with some Pokemon, Nimona probably wouldn't care if she busted into our room while we were changing. You don't need pants to battle. And next night, yes, I have played every Pokemon game except for, like, Pokemon Rumble. Plus an undisclosed amount of classes in those weeks that you avoided class. Fake fan not playing Rumble. I'm pretty sure Pokemon Rumble is like... No, maybe I'm thinking... Okay, Pokemon Pinball I played a little bit of. The Pokemon Scrabble game I definitely haven't played. I feel like that's Pokemon Rumble, but I could be mistaken. But every other Pokemon game I've definitely played. Rumble is the Mii one on the 3DS. Pokemon Bobble game. Bubble Bobble game. I sure haven't. That one definitely doesn't sound familiar. Oh, they can lock down the school like Fort Knox? That's cool. The treasure hunt is finally starting. What are we supposed to do? Fair question since it's your first time. Come on, let's walk and talk. It's been raining all week, and you're sunburnt. Sounds like a very, very Texas thing to do. I don't see the sun much the last few days. I could try to beat all the Pokemon gyms. I could help people in need. I could hunt for real treasure. I think I'll do that. Gimme Ghoul, definitely. What's a sum? Who knows, Rowlet Gaming? Who knows? We got a battle if we run into each other out there. Sure. We're ready. My favorite legendary or mythical? Favorite legendary is probably Rayquaza. Favorite mythical? Marshadow? I would go with Marshadow for my favorite mythical. It's either that or Celebi. You can run from randos in battle. You basically make yourself lose the battle and go back to a Pokemon Center. Whoa. Interesting. So, like, if we're just battling a trainer, we can run from him? Okay. Interesting. Listen, so I'm going to go with the fourth option, which is obviously the best option, and I'm just going to go catch Pokemon. I got much Gimme Ghoul to go find. Those punks are a serious hazard. Nimona, listen, you're a champion-ranked trainer. This should be no problem for you. And you can't just progress. Gotta start back at the center. Okay. Only at 300 now that you're in post-game. Okay, so there is a tip and trick to getting those Gimme Ghoul coins extremely quickly. I managed to find a number of them in my journey across Paldea. I had about 500 coins trying to look for the stakes. That's how much time I spent playing that game early on, trying to get the stake locations. So Gimme Ghouls are no problem. Everything else, kind of a problem. What Pokemon game has the best story? Black and White. Hands down, Black and White has the best story. I would concede on this one. I think this one has a phenomenal story as well. It could be flushed out a little bit, and like I said, there's a glaring plot hole from what I've seen. But for the most part, yeah, this game is a contender in the best story category. I can see why you say Black and White, though. That X and Y was top tier, though X and Y was due to the anime on. Honestly, yeah. X and Y as a game gets a lot of flack. But, yeah, I personally enjoyed it. Yeah, Black won and White won. 2's story kind of fell apart, but I love getting to know the main bad guy as we're going along and finding out he's really not a bad guy. He's just doing what he thinks is right. And it's ideals versus truth. I thought that was a great dynamic. So, love that. So I would say Black and White, Scarlet and Violet, and Ruby and Sapphire have the better stories. But of those, I would put Black and White and Scarlet and Violet at the top. Got a pickle, an egg, and some ketchup. Olive oil. No, we're not going to picnic. Okay, so what are we after first? The ending of Scarlet made you cry hard? The best bad guy team, in my personal opinion, is in fact Team Plasma. The best in-game sandwich is exclusively pickles and some herbs. Okay. Interesting. So we got a lot of Pokemon to sift through and catch here. I kind of want to get my team together before I do much else. I'm probably going to have to do that in another stream because I'm also pretty sure that my wife wants my time and attention tonight, helping with the baby and whatnot. But here's our first Gimme Ghoul coin, I think. So that's nice. One down, 998 to go, right? So we'll pick this up tomorrow in another stream. I'm going to try to do 3 streams tomorrow, if at all possible. Of course, I'm going to do some shiny hunting. I want to have this stream. And yeah, we'll see where we get from there. But I'll catch you guys later, and I hope to see you then.